Today we're talking about quite a serious topic. We're talking about the differences between a psychopath, a sociopath, and a narcissist, and how you would kind of spot those differences. We then go into how it is you tell if you're dating a narcissist, and ultimately what it is you do in that scenario. Now, every psychopath is narcissistic, but not every narcissist is a psychopath. Psychopaths tend to be born that way because their brain is wired differently in their amygdala, in their prefrontal cortex. Sociopaths tend to be conditioned or nurtured into being like a psychopath based on adverse conditions growing up, or being in an environment where they're neglected, or they've seen traits and picked it up from other people. They tend to learn through their lives how to fit in. And although they very much are a psychopath, sociopaths can feel empathy in very specific scenarios or for very specific people. Psychopaths lack empathy, guilt, shame, okay? A narcissist can feel shame or guilt. So a narcissist, if they do something wrong, they can feel shame for it because they are very self-revolved, they're very arrogant, they're very entitled. But because their world revolves around them, they're very bothered about everyone's perception of them. So if a narcissist does something wrong, they can feel shame from it because they don't want their public image to be tainted. They're very bothered about people's perception of them, and they always want it to be as high as possible. A psychopath is a narcissist without shame, without guilt, and without empathy. And this is why psychopaths are the perfect material for someone who is a serial killer. Narcissist lacks empathy, they seek validation, they're arrogant, they're entitled, their world revolves around them. But what is it that they can be like in a relationship with you? Now this becomes extremely convoluted because when a narcissist begins dating you, they do something called love bombing. They say, do, act, and behave in every single way that you would expect the perfect person to behave. They are experts at upholding a reputation, although it is a false pretense, obviously. So from the victim's viewpoint, the person who's dating a narcissist, you will just see someone who changes from someone who is caring, doing things to make you supposedly happy, doing things to supposedly strengthen the connection, and one day they change into someone who very much behaves like they need you, but has no emotional connection to you, or has no care for how it is that you're feeling. They will start to blame you for things. So let me give you an example. If a narcissist was liking girls' pictures on Instagram and you called the narcissist out on it, the narcissist very well may turn around to you and say, if you were their girlfriend, oh, if you uploaded nice pictures like this, or if you looked like this, or if you done this more, then I wouldn't have to do that. So they have a very specific way of turning things and twisting things to make you doubt your reality, to make you doubt your perception on the situation, okay? And they do that because they want to bring you into their reality. They want to cloud your judgment. Moreover, they like isolating you. If there is a specific person in your life who they see as a threat to the relationship they want to have with you, they will do whatever they can to talk bad about that person, to keep you isolated from that person, because it enhances the control that they have over you. They don't want interruptions. They don't want someone saying bad things about them to you, because their image is what they care about. Their control over you is what they care about. They make you feel like you're lucky to be in a relationship with them, although treat you terribly, yet don't want anyone else to treat you better. So this situation can be so complicated to deal with sometimes that I couldn't possibly give you generic advice on this video. If you're actually dealing with narcissists, or even worse, sociopaths or psychopaths, you really should seek therapy, because they can have long-lasting effects on not only how you see relationships, but on you long-term, period. My advice, if you're dating any one of these three types of personality disorders, if you're dating any one of these types of people, is that you run. I've coached a lot of women who have dealt with narcissists and a few women who have dealt with psychopaths. They are in this chain, this constant chain of thinking things are being fixed and then things being messed up again. And they're aware they're dating narcissists. They're aware of it. But they're so invested and so far down the line. Unfortunately, some of them have had kids. They've been in a situation where they are forced to be around that person because they now have a family, they now have a house. And they are not very happy people, I can tell you that now. It's very unfortunate, but the situation they're in because of the person they're dating has had extremely adverse effects on their mental health. And I've actually seen a few cases where their kids are seeing this. So if it's early stages, you're actually lucky. Just run. Just run. You cannot change someone who has been wired a certain way. Some of them from birth. You nor me, we are not in a position to even properly diagnose it, yet alone change someone who is hardwired that way. We need to run. And I know it's easier said than done because you're probably so invested or you're so in love more than anything. But just run. Okay, I'm sorry for the serious video today. I do try to keep my channel 60 to 70% educational and 30 to 40% entertaining. And today seems to be a 90-10 mix. I'll see you in tomorrow's video.